Show me a little wrath.
The Emmy-nominated twisted superhero drama series gets a fresh update as the much-awaited trailer for Season 4 of The Boys has been released. From the brief footage, we get glimpses of a politically torn-apart and chaotic world which has set the stage for a final confrontation between the superheroes led by Homelander, drunk with power, and the anti-superhero squad, The Boys, standing between them and the innocent civilians. Things get bloodier and nastier in Season 4 if the trailer is any indication, and we are also intrigued by the appearances of some new superheroes in the mix of things. In this video, we will explore all the new Supes who have been seen in the trailer and try to decipher their roles in the narrative. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you, and let's begin. Firecracker. One of the most interesting additions to the Seven appears to be a new superhero known as Firecracker, which is played by Valerie Curry. She is not a character from the comic books, and thus the speculations around her possible story arc are widespread. Firecracker has a stylish and minimalistic costume which has the same color pattern as Homelander in some ways, with a predominance of blue and red. It also signifies the colors of the American flag, which can mean that Firecracker will also be portrayed as a strong patriot, just like the publicized image of Homelander. She is clearly an ally for Homelander, and from the scene on the stage, it does look like she is addressing a crowd gathered to honor the Seven. The premise of Season 4 seems to be largely based on the division created among the masses, where one side wants the superheroes to be gone, and the other side continues to blindly worship their contribution. Firecracker might prove to be a crucial tool in fixing the image of Vought Corporation and the Supes after Homelander messes up big time and antagonizes large sections of the population. Her powers have not yet been revealed, but the name suggests that she might have fire-generating abilities. The red gloves in her hands can also mean that she can emit powerful energy blasts from her hands, and she can end up becoming the perfect replacement for Queen Maeve. Sister Sage. The Homelander is many things, but a smart manipulator is not really one of them. So far in the 3 seasons of The Boys, we've seen that the Homelander is guided and manipulated by certain individuals to fulfill the wider goals of Vought. However, the addition of Sister Sage in Season 4 seems to have solved the problem, because it appears as though she has taken up the role of the new advisor for the uncontrollable Homelander. Just like Firecracker, Sister Sage is also not a character from the comic books and was created solely for the purpose of the show. She is a young lady, probably in her mid-20s or early 30s, and she can be seen wearing a long dark brown suit with boots and a simplistic collar pattern across her costume. From whatever little has been revealed about the character so far, she has been injected with Compound V, which resulted in her superhuman condition, and one of her abilities is to hear things way better than humans. She can hear higher frequencies, and this can also be a weakness for her and can be used to neutralize her. However, what seems to be a more impactful superpower of Sister Sage is probably her ability to see the future and foresee certain events. This has not been confirmed, but it looks that way from how the character has been portrayed in the trailer, a lady of wisdom and vision. She is clearly on the side of the Seven, and she will fight alongside Homelander, which makes her a deadly adversary given her intelligence and superpowers. The role is played by Susan Hayward, and from the brief footage of the trailer, she seems to have done a wonderful job with the role. Zoe Newman, the daughter of Victoria Newman. Zoe Newman, the daughter of Victoria Newman, was no more than a minor character in The Boys, but her role seems to have become way more important from the first look of the trailer of Season 4. Previously, we've seen her as the loving daughter of Victoria Newman, and she also had a great relationship with her adoptive grandfather, Stan Edgar. The decision to inject her with Compound V probably came from the fear of Homelander and how vulnerable she would be without any superpowers. Zoe was scared about the Compound V being injected, and her mother tried to comfort her through the process. Now the effects of Compound B seems quite evident as she's seen in her superpowers fighting Kimiko in one of the scenes. As a superhero, Zoe has the ability to unleash 4 deadly snake-like tentacles that seem to have mouths and sharp teeth. These tentacles seem to have a mind of their own in a way that they launch coordinated attacks, and it is not clear if Zoe is actually controlling them or they just function independently. She is evidently extremely powerful because Kimiko is not easy to take down, and in this scene, Kimiko can be seen pinned to the ground. The effects of Compound V obviously granted her superhuman strength aside from her primary superpower, and for some reason she seems to be fighting against the Boys, maybe because of some kind of manipulation. It will be a mouth-watering contest, and we cannot wait to find out how this bizarre superpower is dealt with by the anti-superhero squad.
This is a biblical war. Good for
Black Noir 2.0. Yes, we have seen enough of Black Noir in the earlier episodes of The Boys, but this version of him, back from the dead, seems to be more powerful and intimidating than ever before. In a brief face-off with the Butcher, Black Noir proves that he has become quicker and swifter as he dodges the attacks effortlessly and even lands a few powerful blows. His suit is identical to the one used by Black Noir in the earlier episodes, and we cannot help but wonder if this is the same person or Vought has simply replaced him with a new person in this suit. To be fair, it is the easiest replacement ever given that Black Noir is a faceless and voiceless superhero, but we have to consider all the options for his grand return in Season 4. As you may remember, Homelander seemingly killed Black Noir in Season 3, Episode 8, and although he was quite obviously dead, you cannot really rule out the extent of his incredible healing powers. Moreover, in the comics, it is revealed that Black Noir is actually Homelander's clone, and while it seems like a far stretch for the show, it is still a possibility for the new version of Black Noir. It remains to be seen exactly how Homelander deals with Black Noir's return, given how he was driven to the point of slaughtering him earlier. Also, we're quite interested to find out if Vought consults Homelander about his return or simply replaces him with someone else or revives the old Black Noir to pose a challenge for the power-hungry superhero.
Oh, hell.
The man who can split himself. This is a rather bizarre addition to the unique collection of Supes in The Boys Season 4, and his powers seem to be the ability to split into two different individuals. The fans are already drawing parallels with Multiple Man, who is a character from the X-Men universe and has the ability to create multiple copies of himself. The man in the Season 4 trailer doesn't have a specific costume, and he can be seen wearing a t-shirt that reads, "Starlight is a..." The next part of the t-shirt is not visible, but it is unlikely that he has pleasantries written for Starlight, and he can well be a fanatic who supports Homelander and his team. This can also be validated from the fact that he seems to be taking on Mother's Milk, who looks at him in disgust as he undergoes the process of splitting into two. It is unlikely that this character is one of the major superheroes, and he probably doesn't even have a very significant role in the narrative. He could be a product of Compound V, and he has the usual superpowers, such as super strength, durability, and speed. His ability to split into two or multiple versions might be effective in a fight, but he doesn't seem like someone who will have a decisive role to play. Expect him to be more of a sidekick and no more than a nuisance for the boys as they take on the superheroes one last time. All in all, things have been perfectly set up for an epic follow-up to the twisted and diabolical series, and it will be an agonizing wait until the new season is finally released. Don't forget to tell us about your thoughts on the Season 4 trailer of The Boys, and also share your views on the new superheroes in the comments below. If you like our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.